Have you ever felt like your life is being pulled in directions that don't belong to you? As if invisible hands are rewriting your priorities without ever asking for your permission? It's a strange experience. You wake up one day and realize your time is no longer your own. The older we grow, the more people expect us to carry expectations, responsibilities, and emotional debts that weigh heavier with every passing year. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But what happens when others begin to demand fragments of you that they have no right to? What happens when every demand pushes you further from your own path? In this video, we'll uncover the 5 requests no one should ever make of you. Because the truth is simple. Anything that disturbs your peace is not worth your time. And the moment you embrace that truth, your life begins to shift in ways you never thought possible. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe to Deep Psyche and join our Telegram community so you can continue walking this path with us, receiving early access to future journeys into Jungian psychology, symbolism, and soulful transformation. Now let's begin. 1. Picking up burdens that aren't yours. There comes a point in life when you step out of the role of rescuer, not because you've stopped caring, but because you've learned something deeper. Caring does not mean carrying. Still, some people will ask exactly that. They'll want you to step in, clean up, hold everything together. You agree once, maybe out of love, maybe out of kindness. But what was once a favor quietly grows into expectation, and soon it becomes your permanent role. Suddenly, you're the glue holding together problems that were never yours. You say yes because guilt tells you to, because no one else will step forward. But what happens? You begin to feel the slow erosion of your own life. Your peace weakens, your health falters, your sense of self slips away. Here is the unshakable truth. You are not a safety net, you are not a backup plan, and the longer you carry burdens that are not yours, the further you drift from the life that is. 2. Lending money when there is no true emergency. There is a silence that comes after someone close asks you for money, not out of necessity, but out of poor decisions they hope you'll erase. That silence is heavy. It's filled with guilt, pressure, and manipulation. Your family. You have to help. But do you? At this stage of life, lending money is rarely just about numbers. It is about what that money represents. Safety, stability, the comfort you've earned through decades of sacrifice. And when it leaves, it doesn't only vanish from your account, it takes your peace with it. Most people don't ask for a loan. What they're really asking is for you to carry the weight of their choices. And when you refuse, the story shifts. Suddenly, you're the selfish one. But notice how accountability is never part of that story. Don't confuse generosity with self-erasure. Protecting your financial boundaries is not selfish. It's wise. It's necessary. You've already given enough. You've earned the right to say no. 3. Mediating in family conflicts. Family conflict is a storm with its own gravity. It pulls you in no matter how much you wish to remain outside. Talk to him. Fix things with her. And suddenly, you are the referee in a battle that was never yours. It sounds noble, this role of peacemaker. But in truth, it often leads to something else. You become the one everyone blames. The middle ground, the target, the scapegoat when peace collapses. Think about this. Siblings fighting over your home before you're even gone. A sacred place becomes a battlefield of entitlement and ego. And you are asked to step in, to fix it, to somehow hold together what was already breaking. But this is not your role anymore. Your emotional energy should not be drained in wars that refuse to end. Some fights are not yours to fight. Let others solve what they created. You are no one's collateral damage. 4. Being asked to change who you are. It often begins with small words. Don't wear that. Don't listen to that. Don't talk like that. But beneath those words lies the same demand. Stop being you. And that is nothing less than an assault on the soul. You are not a blank canvas waiting for others to paint their preferences onto. You are not a trend to be updated or a project to be rewritten. Every joy, every scar, every story that shaped you has meaning. You've earned the right to love who you've become. The desire to stay true to yourself is not stubbornness, it's survival. Because once you begin to cut away pieces of who you are to make others comfortable, it never ends. Piece by piece, your reflection disappears. You are not difficult, you are rooted. And those roots are sacred. Never let someone else convince you to trade your authenticity for their comfort. 5. Prioritizing their emotions over your own. This request is the most invisible and the most dangerous. If you really loved me, you'd do this. Please, don't make me uncomfortable. But what they're really saying is, your happiness unsettles me. And that isn't love. That is control. When others expect you to silence your joy so they can feel safe, they are not asking for kindness. They are asking you to disappear. They are asking you to make your life a stage play, where every choice exists only to protect their fragile sense of comfort. Peace is never born from endless sacrifice, especially not the kind that erases who you are. The years ahead of you should not be about appeasement. They should be about alignment. Alignment with your own soul, with your joy, with your truth. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to live boldly. You are allowed to make choices that light you up inside, even if others don't approve. You've earned that right 100 times over. These 5 requests, to carry burdens, to give away your stability, to mediate in battles, to rewrite yourself and to erase your joy, all share the same danger. They erode your peace. And once your peace is gone, everything else begins to crumble. So pause and ask yourself, who in your life is asking these things of you? And why have you said yes? You are not here to be the eternal rescuer. You are not here to be a lifeline for those who refuse to swim. You are not here to be a scapegoat for those who refuse to face themselves. You are here to protect your peace, to live your truth, to become who you were always meant to be. Because the greatest act of strength is not in how much you can endure for others. The greatest act of strength is in finally choosing yourself. And when you do, something remarkable happens. Life opens up, the noise fades, the guilt loses its grip. And for the first time, you see yourself clearly, intact, whole, and unbroken. So I want to ask you, which of these truths resonated the most with you? Have you lived through moments like this? Share your story below. And if you made it to the end, write the word intact. It lets me know you're walking this path fully present, committed to guarding the peace you've always deserved. I read every single comment, and your voice matters deeply here. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to Deep Psyche and stay close. Because sometimes the hardest truths are the ones that set us free. Until next time, protect your peace. It is the most valuable treasure you will ever own.